I've had a lot of success as a personal trainer getting referrals, which are high quality referrals from physical therapists. And I want to share with you how I did it so you don't make the same mistake that every trainer makes when they're trying to get referrals from physical therapists. So here's what I've done all my career, and it's worked 100% of the time. I call them up, I reach out to them in some way, email, whatever way you can contact them. And I say, I've heard great things about you, whether I have or not. Hopefully you have, because some of your current family members, patients, clients, have worked with them before. Say, I've heard great things about you, and I'd love to come in and shadow you to learn from you. I'm a local trainer in the area. I'm trying to get better, and I just want to learn, and I've heard you're awesome. So you notice the difference right there from what most trainers do. Most trainers please their own ego while they try to approach the physical therapist and say, hey, I'm a great trainer, in not so many words. Hey, I'm a great trainer. You should send me people. Well, guess what? They don't trust trainers because most trainers are idiots. And two, they're very worried about you hurting their clients and scarring their own reputation that their patients have built with them. Three, that's what every trainer says. Every trainer says that, they should send them patients, or they may already have a trainer that they send people to. So what you do is you go in there not as the trainer trying to get patients. You go in there as the humble student trying to learn from the master. Everybody likes their ego stroked a little bit, and they like to teach if they love what they do. So now you roll in there. Now they may just say, hey, we don't have time for that. Okay, great. You move on. You find some other office. So you find an office that finally lets you go in there and you actually put in the time, do what you say you're going to do, spend an hour a week, 2 hours a week, an hour each day, 2 hours one day a week, whatever you can do that works within your schedule. Now, that's the step one. You're in. Step two is you ask a lot of questions. You don't try to assert yourself. Well, I learned from so-and-so this. Well, I learned that. They don't want to hear that. To them, you're just a dumb trainer. No matter how intelligent you are, which we're going to get to that in a second. You start to learn from them and then also make yourself useful. They may tell you, hey, go put some ice on that person. They're going to use you as free labor. Do it. Do whatever they ask. All right, as long as you don't feel like it's disrespecting you, right? And if they feel like it's disrespecting you, hey, you're out anyway. It's not the place you want to be. Okay, so now you've started to build a relationship. Now you start to ask them intelligent questions. Now that's the first step in them seeing that you're not just the everyday dumb trainer who they're worried about who's going to hurt their patients or not know what to do with patients who have some contraindications, some injury considerations, and all those things. So that's your second prerequisite. Not only do you have to put in some time and actually do your, what you say you're going to do and build a relationship with them, which could take weeks, if not months, you actually have to know your stuff. Now, you can't start off as an expert, but use your time wisely to study. Don't just consume information on YouTube about dumb stuff, about guitar player reacts to old Metallica or whatever. Watch educational videos. There's a lot of free content out there. Pay for courses. Become a great trainer. Invest in yourself. People see that, and they will see that. All right? Talent finds attention. This is a great way to showcase your talent and your passion. So when you start asking intelligent questions and having intelligent conversations with the physical therapist, hey, I've been reading Stuart McGill's work on back issues. What do you think of that? Right? Well, I hear there's controversy on foam rolling the IT track. Some people say to do it. Other people say that you can't do it. Right? I'm not going to get into the nuances of all these topics. What do you think of that? Hey, what do I know? I have a client who has some shoulder issues. What do you think that is? So, it may be a slap lesion. You may want to do this, that, and the other. Oh, okay, thanks. Take some notes. Be serious. Take it serious. Now, as you start to spend time there, surely they're going to put you to work. And if they start to trust you a little bit, they may even say, hey, do me a favor. Go show this knee patient here how to do some squats and coach them through. They may give you 2 or 3 exercises that they're confident that you know how to do. And then they're going to see how you interact with them and how comfortable you are and how experienced you are. And they're going to see and they're going, man, this person really knows how to work with somebody. They interact with them well. My patients are actually enjoying working with them. Their body language is great. Okay, see, it's trust building. That's what it is. Don't say it. You're proving yourself to them. All right? And even if they have another trainer that they refer to, I doubt that they trust that trainer as much as they'll start to trust you if you wow them. All right? So again, you have to know your shit. And if you don't think you know your shit, one, you're going to start learning it by asking them great questions. And two, actually study this stuff so you can have some intelligent questions and conversations so they go, man, this is not just the everyday trainer here. I can feel confident in sending this. In sending my patients to them. You've got to earn it. Now, where do you start? Shameless plug incoming. If you're not sure how to learn how to work with people who have aches, pains, and limitations, my Movement Performance Assessment, MPA online certification course is a great place to start. Now, people ask me, how's it different than the FMS or NASM? Those are fine things to do, but they're really trying to find ways for you to tell your client they're dysfunctional in 100 different ways, and it's finding what they can't do. That's fine, it has its place, but the MPA shows you what they can do so you can actually create a training effect without hurting people. I think those two things are synergistic. My MPA just fills in the missing piece from this assessments like NASM and FMS and the like. So there you have it. It takes some work and it takes some dedication and passion, but it will pay off in the end because you're building relationships. But once that relationship is built and that open communication is there, you will eventually find a great referral source. Now, one more thing. Not only are you sort of letting them sort of interview you. So, right, you're coming in the back door instead of trying to, kick down the front door in order to get referrals. Your motive, your ulterior motive is to get referrals. But hey, I have to come in the back door and please your ego and tell you, hey, I thought you were great and I want to learn. And you actually do want to learn. But you're trying to build relationships. Now, what you're also doing is you're actually prospecting them. You're kind of interviewing them as the trainer because let's say you just don't get a good vibe from it. Let's say after a few hours or a few weeks, you go, I really don't think these physical therapists would ever send me clients. They just seem closed-minded to that, or they just overtly tell you, we don't refer to trainers, we have our in-house, whatever. Fine. What you do is don't waste your time anymore. Back out of that. Tell them, really appreciate your time and move on and repeat the process at another clinic. Hopefully you find a clinic that has a good reputation and also does good business, because if they do good business, more than likely they'll be a better referral source for you. But you got to pay your dues and you got to build relationships.